Hey guys, gals, and non-binary pals. It is your local butterfly here, aka it's me, Ray. Hi. So today I'm going to be talking to y'all about essentially my own college experience and how I flunked out. More or less, I basically was freshly 18 back in 2016, and I started off my college years just basically trying to go. Went for about the entirety of my fall semester, and I completely had a mental breakdown. More or less, the stresses of my life started getting to me. I was working a full-time job, I was trying to go to school full-time, and my living situation was not entirely the best, considering I was dealing with issues with both my maternal donor and my stepfather at the time. More or less, things were just not that great in terms of our situation. And when I was going to college, I was struggling with dealing with undiagnosed mental health issues, and on top of that, I found out later on in my college experience, I had undiagnosed ADHD. So, throughout the entirety of, my high school all the way through, my college years, I was dealing with the ADHD and dealing with having to go through advanced placement, college courses. And when I was doing that, it was more or less extremely difficult for me to sit there and focus on a test. Especially when there was over about 300 plus kids in the same course as me taking the same test. And I had extreme test anxiety, and I didn't even know about it. But at the time, I was dealing with my own mental health, getting to a point where I almost tried to unalive myself several times. And while that was going on, it was extremely stressful, it was really difficult for me to deal with, and more or less, I was not doing good. So I flunked out of my college. And that was back in 2016. Now I'm going again in 2024. I've tried going several years before that, and more or less kind of doing the same thing, basically being a hamster on a wheel and running in the same place over and over and over again, trying to do my basic courses, but at the same time just flunking my way through them. Now it's 2024, and I'm actually doing not that bad so far. Granted, it's only the first 2 months of the fall semester, but more or less, I'm doing pretty okay, and I'm okay with that. I don't want to make an absolute A, this has to be the greatest thing ever. But at the same time, I do want to at least make a decent grade. So, I'll at least take a B or a C. I'm fine with that. Me talking about this experience is near and dear to my heart because when I was in college, I'm a first generation college student. My family didn't have anybody go to college. So I'm the first one to ever go. And more or less, it is extremely difficult for me to admit that I had a hard time trying to navigate college by myself. And if I have any tips for anybody who is going to college or planning on going to college or may see this and think about going to college, more or less, take your time. If you are thinking about going to college and thinking about doing this journey of, oh gosh, I'm going to join all these sororities, and oh my gosh, or the fraternities or whatever. I'm going to have Greek life, I'm going to have all these clubs I'm going to be a part of, I'm going to be doing all this volunteer work, all of this, doing everything at once. Just do a few things. Maybe, a club, or an extracurricular. But remember, at the end of the day, it's your education that you're there for, not for the life. And if you are planning on doing college, make sure you go when you know you are ready, when you are able to buckle down and actually help yourself out. Don't be afraid to reach out to disability resources if you may have an undiagnosed disability or if you may in fact have some mental health issues. I actually do that now. I'm actually part of the, it's called the SAR office. It's the Student Accessibility Resources. They essentially help accommodate me based off of my own ADHD. And if I didn't know about it, I would be having more test anxiety than I do now. I would be having more of a bad time trying to figure out what I'm doing with my life versus actually being able to have somebody accommodate me based off of what I need done for myself. And whatever you do, don't let somebody pressure you into doing something that you don't feel comfortable with. If you don't feel comfortable going to college and you don't feel comfortable with doing the whole experience of it and you don't feel ready, then don't go. Go when you feel comfortable. Go when you feel ready. Do what makes you feel like you are capable of passing. Because I wish somebody said, you can take some time away from school, figure your life out a little bit, and then go to college. Versus, I went full steam ahead of doing the full-time college classes and doing the full-time working. It was, I'm not gonna lie, it was hell. And it was so difficult for me to do that when I did it, I absolutely lost it. And I wish somebody said, hey, it's okay to take a break. It's okay to take some time away. So, if y'all are still watching this, make sure that you like the video up, subscribe to my channel, hit the little bell icon to let me know that y'all enjoyed it, and y'all want to see more of my content in the future. And if y'all want to like the video, y'all can like the video. Let me know what y'all's major is in the comments section below. Tell me about y'all's life. Tell me about whether or not you are actually going to college, or you're planning on going to college, or maybe you don't want to do college and you want to do a different career instead. Let me know. Maybe you want to do like a trade or something. But if you want to do that, please tell me down below. Anyways, remember, you are all beautiful butterflies, and I love y'all so much. Y'all have a fantastic rest of y'all's day, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!